Hey guys, so this is going to be a video on how I do my lace closure wig.
Call me when you ain't around. All my be the dude on the side.
So the hair that I have is water wave hair, and I have a 16-inch closure and 24, 26, and 28-inch bundles. Okay, so what you're going to be seeing me doing is marking where I want my closure to lay. So I'm just going to take a white eyeliner pencil and I'm going to mark on my wig cap where I want my closure to sit on my head. Okay, this part right here is optional and you don't always have to do it because I don't. But what I'm doing is I'm taking push pins, and usually I use T-pins, but I didn't have any with me at the time. And I'm just putting them in the closure and into the mannequin so that it holds the closure in place, and it just makes it easier to hold down the closure in order to sew more efficiently. I'ma pick you up and put you on the counter. Do you feel so sad? I'm not your other man. I'ma take my time and kiss. So when you're sewing down the closure, what you're gonna want to do is sew down one side and sew all the way to the back. And then you're not gonna sew all the way around the perimeter. You're gonna, once you get to the back, you're gonna go to the other side and then sew it all the way down to the back. And you're gonna see me do that here. Jump right out the shop into the jacuzzi, giving you what your body wants. Cause the first one he don't really seem like he know what to do. And I know you like it freaky, so I'm gonna give it to you. So here's where you can see me starting on the other side of the closure and then sewing all the way to the back instead of sewing all the way around in one motion. Okay, so when it's time to sew down the bundles, when I usually start sewing, the only time that I sew through the weft is when I'm first starting the bundle. And other than that, I'm gonna sew around the weft, and it's pretty much straightforward. You're just gonna sew tracks across back and forth, and you're gonna arch it just a little bit so that the hair lays flat, but you're just basically gonna sew back and forth. And I'm gonna do the flip over method because I don't like to cut my wefts at all. And I know you like it free, so give it to you. So whenever you get in a mood, just come. Number two, cause the first one he don't really seem like know what to do. And I know you like it free, so I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, so when you get to the end, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna flip the track over and you're gonna sew back the other way. But at the beginning, you're gonna hold down where you flipped it over, hold it down real tight, and sew it about 3 or 4 times just so that it lays really flat because you don't want any lumps or bumps. And then you're just gonna continue to sew in the opposite direction. And I'm just gonna kind of fast forward and skip around until I get to the top of the wig, around to where the closure is, just because if I don't, we'll be sitting here watching sewing for hours. So just hold it steady. I go get the cake. We can make a move. I'm gonna dance up, lay back quiet. Jump right out the shower into the jacuzzi, giving you what your body wants. Cause the first one he don't really seem like
take my time and kiss around ya. Only if you let me. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I wanna put my hands up, lay back while you jump right out the shop into the jacuzzi, giving you what your body wants. Cause the first one he don't really seem like he know what to do. And I know you like it freaky, so I'm gonna give it to you. Cause second place always got a whole lot. So when I get in the mood, just call. If you got a man and a buddy on the side, say yeah, say yeah. You be making plans, cause he don't hit it right, say yeah.
Okay, so once you finally get to the top, you're gonna just want to make sure to stitch that last track as close to the closure as possible, just to like kind of seal the wig, and then you should be good. So here I'm just gonna cut off the lace from the front of the wig.
And I know you like it free, so give it to you.
So after I put on the wig and I've parted it, I'm just gonna take some tweezers and I'm gonna pluck the hair a little bit from the part.
Cause the first one he don't really seem like know what to do. And I know you like it free, so I'm gonna give it to you. Cause got a lot to prove. I got something to prove.
Screwed up Trey Comfy. Screwed up Trey Comfy.
Call me when you ain't around.
And then the last thing I'm gonna do with the wig is I'm just gonna add some powdered concealer to my part, just because I didn't bother to bleach the knots and I just want it to look my skin color. And then these are the final results.
Forget the bed, I wanna lay your body right here, table. So just hold this steady. I go get the can, we can make a move. I'm gonna hands up, lay back quiet. Jump right out the shower into the jacuzzi, giving you what your body wants. Cause the first one he don't really seem like he know what to do. And I know you like it freaky, so I'm gonna give it to you. Cause second place always got a lot to prove. So whenever you get in the mood, just call. Come on, I'ma pick you up and put you on the counter. Do you feel so sad? I'm not your other man. I'ma take my time and kiss around ya. Only if you let me. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I go get the camera, we can make a movie. I wanna put my hands up, lay back while you jump right out the shop into the jacuzzi, giving you what your body wants. Cause the first one he don't really seem like he know what to do. And I know you like it freaky, so I'm gonna give it to you. Cause second place always got a whole